I've started with the labeling process, which I stole from another YouTuber, but it's a pretty clever system of basically labeling the logs either to the left, and this is the left side of the cabin, so this would be the left side, and starting from the bottom, you start with A, B, C, and D going up, and then if there's multiple logs across the side, you do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the left side log on the D level and the fourth log in the series, because on this side it's interrupted by the chimney, as you can see, and 2 windows. So there's actually a whole log is split into 4 sections. But if you go to the top, which I haven't labeled those yet, that's just a single log across the top. So that'll just be 1 log. Anyway, this is the outside, the old potbelly stove here, which is very cool. And then if you go inside, we've got a very short front door. It's about 5 foot 9 inches. So we may change that, put another log under the bottom once we move it. And then we've got a very low window on this side. I don't know what that's about, but we'd like to have that a little bit higher. Most of the wood seems pretty solid. There are some, if you look at it, I mean, there's some post-beetle infestation at some point in time, but most of this is pretty solid. Anyway, and then we've got the back label started here as well, so you can see these. We started down at BA1. And then on the other side of the door, we'll have back of the cabin, BA first row, BA2 second log, and then we'll have BB1, and then BB2. So hopefully when we start this whole puzzle exercise, we'll be able to put it all back together again. With the logs labeled, we're finally ready to get started taking the cabin down. So we're going to start up at the top and begin removing each layer of tin one at a time. So the good news is, with 2 layers of roofs here, it's helped preserve the cabin a little bit. It's obviously not gotten a lot of water intrusion inside the cabin, so it's kept most of the wood inside and the core logs in pretty good shape. The bad news is it's a lot of extra work to take off what amounts to almost three roofs with 2 tin layers and then a layer of plywood on one side. And it also gave a home these little channels down in here for the rats to build their nests. So it's been good and bad, but overall glad it's kept the cabin pretty dry. And you know, it's not, these aren't original roofs, I don't think. I would imagine the original roof would have probably been some type of cedar shingle type roofing, but this roof right here is probably 100 years old. Here's a view from the roof with all of the tin removed, so you can get a better picture of how the front porch attached to the logs there across the top, and then they transitioned to the roofing joists, and then they just laid two layers of tin on top of this. With the roof and the front porch off, you can see a little bit better the overall construction. So you've got 9 logs here in the front porch, what's left of the top of the front porch. But you can see the logs stacked up. We've taken away, they didn't really use chinking. They had some kind of almost laminated wood tacked up on the inside. So we've taken some of that off, but you can see much better how these logs were stacked, and again, these four corners acted as stabilizers for the entire roof. And then we've got that one long beam across the front, and the ceiling joists basically just projecting up from that top log, and then they're just nailed together in a V fashion. There's no center beam through it all, and then they've got some slats across the top. So I don't think this is original. These pole joists are probably original, but the roof certainly was not original. So not sure what all went on there. So we're at the end of day, I guess it's really day 3. Had a pretty good day as far as removing most of both roofs. I had two tin roofs on it, and on one side it had a wooden shingle roof, as well as the plywood under roof. So that might have been, I'm hoping, the hardest part. It took us a good day and a half to get all of that off. So good progress as far as day 3 goes, and hoping to start taking down parts of the cabin on day 4. Until next time.